Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking live inside the Dunkin' Donuts Center here in Providence, Rhode Island, as we are here to start the second half of day one of the round of 64. In the East region, we start with 15 seed Fordham versus 2 seed Houston. The winner of this contest here will be facing either 10 seed Ole Miss or 7 seed Oklahoma State in the round of 32, which, by the way, that game is right after this one. Hello everybody, I'm your play-by-play commentator for this one, Commissioner Daniel, and with me is March Madness 2.0, Mr. Killian. However, right now he's had to step away from the desk for a little bit. He's taking care of some personal business. He will be back with us when he can. No worries there at all. So I am a solo act for now. With that said, the first 8 games of the round of 64 were quite fun. And even though, for the most part, they really didn't deliver any shock and awe, what they did deliver is, first of all, like I said, game of the year candidate and maybe even winner, in my honest opinion. Had multiple close calls, multiple close upsets, but those top teams survived, and ultimately some fantastic basketball. I mean, heck, even the underdogs so far in this one have let's put it this way, have been able to keep up and make their appearance in the tournament be worthwhile and make them look pretty decent. So we start off with the Rams versus the Cougars here, and we're gonna dive into a little bit of statistical analysis here between these two. Of course, Houston much better in terms of offensive production, but with Fordham, they're still a very dangerous unit. And it looks like I think I finally have him back at the desk. Like he's getting his headphones back on. All right, check 1 2 3. Looks like you're good. Good to have you back.
Some, food, some snacks. The original. To get this game going. To give me that energy to get through these games.
Oh, for sure. Another quartet of March Madness action tonight, and we start off with the Rams versus the Cougars. Do you have anything quick to say about these teams?
Not really. It's gonna just be probably a dominant performance here tonight by Houston, but hopefully maybe Fordham puts a good battle against them, but there's not a lot to say here tonight for this game.
It definitely could be a fun one. I think Fordham has the opportunity to maybe shock some people, but they have the opportunity to do so. And the refs have officially cleared the courts. Everybody is done warming up, and we are about to have tip-off happen very shortly. As finally we are back to continue things here in March. Now we get to take a look at the region, where nobody has played yet from here. It all starts tonight here, of course, with the Rams in Houston. Now you have Will Richardson and Wade Franklin in the backcourt for Fordham, Patrick Kelly, Elijah Gray, and Romeo Dean in the front court. You have Marcus Pons Jr., Geronta Percy in the backcourt for Houston, Pavel Zelikov, Connor Vanover, and Akbar up front for the Cougars. Who are you keeping your eye on mainly for this game?
It's going to be that backcourt for Houston. It's going to be that big man. He does a lot for this team. He's just going to be an all-around key player for this team. And it's Fordham to get the tip-off to start off this game.
Rams already trying to cut down low. They do. Connor Vanover, grad transferred from Oral Roberts, picks up the first foul of the game. And that's a name that we remember quite well from last year. He was a part of that big-time upset victory over 2 seed Penn State. And heck, Oral Roberts almost made it to the Sweet 16. First free throw goes for E. Fordham team, even though they are a bit undersized, I think they get some good skill to them. So not completely fall asleep on the Rams here. They get the first points, I should say, of the game here. But this Houston offense, of course, we've already become very familiar with how they love to do things. They operate quickly, at least they want to. Now the new point guard of the team, Marcus Pons Jr. Look at this, switching down low, Gervonta Percy off the glass and in. He is a starter for the first time.
Yeah, you know, you're gonna see Ponce. You know, he likes to pass the ball a lot, but you know, he also likes to shoot the ball, and he's a very good shooter with this Houston team.
Right there, Fordham already knocking down another shot, or not another shot, but their first shot for the floor. Ponce Jr., of course, he was a starting shooting guard for this team last year. That's because Kai Bowers was a starting point guard over the last couple seasons, and Houston gives it away. Right there, it's Wayne Franklin on the ball, lead man at point for this team. Him and Will Richardson could be a deadly duo. Here's Patrick Kelly for the Franklin down low. Like that's Dean again. Dean scores. Fordham getting things going early.
That's what you kind of see from these high-seeded teams. You know, they kind of like to start off a little slow in the first half, but you know, that's what you can't have.
Jeez, talk about agility. Of course, for a guy at 7'5", what a putback threat by Connor Vanover on the miss, or after the miss by Percy from 3. Well, 2-ball doesn't go right there. Looks like that was not Romeo Dean. I think that was Elijah Gray. Yeah, Elijah Gray down low missed that shot. Ronta Percy was at Villanova at one point in his career, but has been with Houston for the last 3 seasons. Pavel Zelikov down low. Akbar turnaround shot missed off the mark. Will Richardson, sharpshooter for this Fordham team. If he gets going in this one, we could be looking at a lethal performance. Oh, big 3 bomb. Nothing there. This is now going to get moving. Percy. Wait for his teammates to get set. See what the game plan is here for this possession. Kick out. Akbar loads up the 2. Easy look. He's mastered the mid-range game. Been a starter for Houston for the past 3 seasons. Has turned over those long arms by Connor Vanover, making the difference. Gets the feed and lays it in.
You know, he's so quick to turn the ball over, and he's just so quick to get back down to the court. That's why this Houston team loves to pass him the ball when he's down there.
Oh, what a dunk! Wayne Franklin taking flight. That caught everybody off guard. Not a big point guard at all, too. Astounding athleticism. Percy off the side of the backboard.
And that was just a rush shot and a rush play. You know, Houston was not very set, and they just kind of chalked that ball up.
Richardson lays it up and in. Fordham quickly takes back the lead.
And these two teams going back and back with their shot selections, you know, able to keep it close, able to tie it every time they get the basket to go in.
Akbar loads up another 2, that time off the mark, but Vanover, they have no answer for him down low so far. It's hard to guard 7'5". He's nimble as well. That's what makes Houston so dangerous. Length isn't just length. It's agile. Franklin loads up a 3-ball. Got it! First 3 of the game.
You're going to see that a lot tonight.
From both teams, I think. Kicks it out. Zelikov over to Akbar. Akbar with the post moves. Gets it to go. Silky smooth. At one point, it was rumored that he feared that he wouldn't have a starting job. Oh my gosh! Ill-advised shot by Elijah Gray. Vanover was right there.
That's what you can't do against that man. You know he's going to try to put those lanky arms up, and he gets that ball swatted every time. And I'm surprised Houston's taking him out this early in the game.
They just need some rest. I think that's Atticus Wolf now in the game. Oh, Gray's wide open from 3. Elects not to take it, and he loses it.
And that's a costly error, and good lord.
Pavel Zelikov gets his first points of the game on a runaway slam. Almost got caught up.
Yeah, but that's what Fordham can't do. You know, you have the open shot. You've got to take it.
Richardson 3-ball off the mark. Rebounded by Gray. Gets the 2. Fordham in this one have found decent positioning on the court so far. But now with Vanover off the floor, all of a sudden Houston's size way closer to what Fordham does. Whoa! Addis Wolf out of nowhere!
And just Houston is having a absolute dunk contest here tonight.
Franklin at the logo. Quick pass in. Gray. Pump fake. Slows the 2. Off the mark. Rebounded by Percy. Again, every single missed opportunity by Fordham is a granted opportunity for Houston. Vice versa. Hans Jr., first time starting point guard, loads up the deep 2. Got it. Would have been a 3 if he was just a little bit further back. Oh, tipped away. Still recovered. Gray on the ball. And it's tipped away again. Fordham trying to force something that wasn't there. Akbar was right there. And alley-oop ball short. Here's Will Richardson. Over to Dean. 2-ball off the mark. Rebounded by Akbar.
And that's when you gotta get the feet planted, you know. It was just a rush shot. You know, that's not what they wanted. But you gotta get the feet planted and you gotta get a better, you know, curve with your hands with the ball. It just wasn't able to go in.
All of a sudden, all of this passing all over the place. Pons in the corner finds Akbar. Misses the 2. Whole lot of passing for nothing there. Nice Patrick Kelly. Big, lanky, forward. Got some range on him. Richardson bounce pass in to Gray. Gray gets the 2-ball to go.
You know, we're coming down to the wire here in the first half, and it's not a very high-scoring game. A lot of turnovers, a lot of good defense by both teams.
Oh, what a beautiful shot right there by Gervonta Percy. Finding his little spot on the floor right there. Spot up mid-range shot. Off balance and all, but he got it to go. Wayne Franklin now. Again, so far proving to be a challenge for Pons Jr. Look at this ball knocked away again by the Cougars. Now, speaking of Pons Jr., former Northwestern Wildcat in his freshman season, been a Houston Cougar since transferring. Atticus Wolf gets it to Pons. Down low. Percy, fadeaway 3. Whoa! How about that? How about that for a shot?
Percy, you know, he loves to shoot that ball, and you know it's going to go in every time he shoots it.
Well, I wouldn't say that. He's 3 for 5, but Romeo Dean got the 2-ball right there. Houston on the move again. Corner. Avazelikov. Wolf bounces out on him, recovers his own miss, but can't put it in on the second go. What a way to stand tall in the paint for him. Kelly. 6'9", actually pretty good matchup for Avazelikov in terms of physical measurements. Now look at this passing in. Once again, Houston getting their hands in the way of Fordham's passing. Feed in. Floater by Percy. Off the mark. Rebounded by Dean. Even though Houston's in the lead, clear as day, Fordham's got themselves a solid defense. They're able, for the most part, to test what Houston's been able to put up. Franklin gets the 2-ball to go.
Yeah, and they're not going away. They are just chopping at every opportunity that Houston gets to take the lead.
Elijah Gray commits a foul right there as Atticus Wolf dove in towards the rim. Free throws coming for the Cougars. Match changes here. Vanover. Looks like Yoshi Sakura. Not sure who else entered the game for Houston. In a sec. Oh, Axel Council Sr., the transfer from Nebraska. This Houston backcourt is so deep. The team overall is. Good free throw trip right there for Atticus Wolf, the sophomore. The little duo right there, young duo that'll take over for Houston once it's their time next year. There's Will Richardson in the corner, sizing up what's going on. And still waiting for the right opening. Bounce pass in. Multiple bounce passes in. Missed two. Somehow. Oh, what a block. But Fordham can't keep it in.
Try to save it. Try to save it. Do too much, but you know, Houston's defense is just all over Fordham. They are not able to get shots that they want. They're not able to get the plays that they're trying to run.
Looks like Jake Shannon is now in the game for Marcus Pond Sr. So that gives some opportunity for Axel Council Sr. to run some point. Nothing will top the Kai Butler legacy game. True. Very true. We only have 6 minutes left in this game, by the way, or in the game, this half. Oh, get a little two ball right there by Sakura. Freudian slip right there on my behalf. Is Wayne Franklin. Bounce pass in. Richardson rifles it. Rojas misses the shot. Look at this. Houston with Jake Shannon. Another transfer from Oral Roberts. That's two of them right there. These are to his teammate from there. Vanover misses. Fordham have been able to stifle Houston, but offensively, it's hard to get going against this defense. In the corners, Kelly. Bounce pass in. Rojas goes for it, and he gets it. Five minutes.
Only down by 4. Fordham is able to stay in this game.
Shannon, corner three, off the mark. And it bounces out of bounds. Azuko Ozuna not happy with the miss.
Not happy about it.
Yeah, he's not very happy with the miss right there. Wholesale changes right here. Starters are back on for Houston. And not necessarily the case for Fordham. They're still running with a couple guys off the bench. Go on color comments. Mr. March Madness 2.0 himself. Oh, look at this. Fordham is going to toss it in. Oh, what a two ball. Fordham team so far is showing up. Making the presence known. Rifles it in. Pavel. Bounce pass. Percy, two ball. Got it.
Percy is absolutely having a show here tonight. 9 points in the first half. Doing a little bit great work here tonight, but a big three.
Will Richardson cannot capitalize. That's a guy that Fordham really needs to knock down those open looks downtown. He's their best three-point shooter. Pavel Zelikov shoves a man off and is called for the charge.
Great call. You know, that's kind of Houston's biggest problem is they like to shove the shoulders into their opponents and they can't keep getting away with it.
Their brand is physical. They love to play physical. Richardson hoists up a three. That time he gets it. Aviao in that matchup, low-key. Pons trying to dive in, kicks it out. Vanover deep too. Got it. Been a battle so far. Fordham being able to hold their own so far. Richardson at the top of the key. Rojas, two ball, or excuse me, three, excuse me, misses either way. Now Pons bounces off Franklin. Oh, nearly turns it over. Akbar's blocked. Fordham standing tall. Richardson gets the feed. Gray misses the 2-ball. Rebounded by Zelikov. I'm moving this ball quickly. Here's Pons again.
Both teams are.
Agree? Pons wants to dive in. Settles for a 2-ball. Misses. He had the open look from 3. I think he should have taken that one. Oh, great from 3. Another missed opportunity from deep by Fordham. Now he's Percy. I'd say has had one of the hotter hands in this game. Akbar loads up a 2. Can't get it to fall. Fordham.
And right now, both teams are a little cold.
Golden chance for Fordham here. Richardson wants to dive in. Glides, bounce pass in. Gray misses the 2 again, and yeah, you're right about that. Percy held up. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, Fordham going into that shot was looking for the mismatch. They got it. It just wasn't able to go in.
Another miss right there. Zelikov can't get the fadeaway 2. Wayne Franklin hoping to re-energize his offense. Gets the roll around. Layup goes. He's been great so far. 4 for 4 from the field with 9 points to his name. We have less than a minute left in this half already, just like that.
Fordham's only down by 1, and they're making an absolute noise here. And now both teams are going back-to-back with shot.
Finally, Pavel Zelikov knocks down the mid-range look. Shot clock is still on here. Wayne Franklin gives it off. Richardson 2-ball off the mark. Rebounded by Vanover.
And that's not what Fordham wanted. They wanted to, kind of look for a bigger play, and they just shot the ball. Bang!
Corner 3 by Marcus Pons Jr. Big shot. Now,
gotta have a big play here.
Oh, what a block! Somehow Will Richardson gets it up. I have no idea how he made that work. 4 seconds left. Pons just jogging down the court. Hoists up a deep 3. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was close. But you know what else is close? This game, as Houston only leads by 4 at halftime. What do we make of all this?
Expect the unexpected. A lot of people, coming in this game, you have another game. Think, oh, 2 seed, gonna have a dominant win. But we're back in the same situation that we thought we were in with Auburn. The underseed comes to play better. People gotta stop doubting these underseeded teams. Fordham's gotta go with the better shot selection. They gotta go better plays because Houston's got such a big court down the paint. Fordham's got to find a way to get around it, and Houston, Percy and Pons are having such a great game. You got to feed the ball more to them and a little bit of Zealot. Those 3 guys are.
I think it went kind of haywire on your end, but it's all right. I think we understood what you were saying there. Right away, Connor Vanover knocks down a deep 2. D. Franklin loads up a 2, answers right back. Now, it's all about shot selection. Some of these difficult looks have been going in for Fordham.
Yeah, Fordham is playing a little bit better.
I think it's considering the seed line, maybe. We're only being down by 4 at this point. Dean. Patrick Kelly, bounce pass in. Richardson gets the 2. Pressure being applied here.
Kind of like what I said before. I don't know if you were able to hear it, but just coming into this game, a lot of people are undermining these lower seeds against these big higher seeds.
The underestimation sometimes gets out of hand. It's just one of those things. You see these powers put on a show in the regular season. Turnaround 2 doesn't go for Romeo Dean, but they sometimes get married to the idea that they're invincible. Foul right there on Gray. Vanover getting free throws. So I know what you're talking about. I understand it, but you know, you see how these teams are composed. It's hard. It's hard sometimes to try and snap out of it and see the bigger picture. But here we are. First free throw falls for former Oral Roberts standout, who actually started off at Arkansas in his career. Vanover hits both. Double there. Usually at the free throws, Houston just tries to capitalize on maybe a mistake by the other team, but Fordham makes none there. Richardson back in the corner. That's his spot. He'll drive in. Layup goes. What a take.
Fordham is just not going away.
They're putting in a great effort so far. Hans at the logo. Percy. Bounce pass in. Akbar, another bounce pass. Vanover off the mark. Rebounded by Dean. Richardson on the move. Pass in. Gray wants to take this one strong, and it gets blocked. Pavel Zelikov knocks it out of bounds. Now Kelly gonna inbound, gets it into Franklin, draws the foul on Pavel. Caught napping right there. Houston should have been much more attentive to the little guy down low, who's been playing big so far in this game. Oh, but he missed the free throw there. Quite the contest we've had so far. It's a 3-point separation with 13.5 minutes left in the contest. Around the 32 spot on the line here. Pavel in the corner, gets it in. Akbar, little baby hook goes in. Now, Franklin rifles it in. Oh, what a slam! Elijah Gray with authority. Eesh. Saw the lane and took it. Vanover bounce pass. Pons, 2-ball goes.
I mean, what a great shot. Detective defense against Fordham, and there's going to be another foul.
Akbar caught in the play, and Dean is getting a couple looks at the charity stripe. These Rams have not made anything easy at all for this Houston squad. Has only lost one singular game this season. It was on the road at New Mexico. Gets both free throws. Still a tight one here. A lot of time though to pull away. But right now Fordham is doing enough to stay close. Pavel loads up a 2. He gets it. At some point, Fordham is going to learn to close down on those mid-range attempts. Franklin gets the screen, wants to roll around, gets stopped, gives it off to Richardson. Honestly shot that one. But now, a little mini reset here by the Rams. Will toss in. Dean over to Gray. 2-ball Gray off the mark. Fordham has done a good job of slowing down this game. Oh, but Vanover. Look at that.
They definitely have, but you know, when Houston scores, they're kind of getting right back into it. They kind of don't want Houston to get such a big lead.
Kelly over to Gray. He's doubled. And he'll toss it. Franklin had the open look. Surprised he didn't take it right there. Drives in. Dean, 2-ball off the mark. Fordham passed up on a golden chance at an open shot. Now, Vanover, 2-ball, got it. Houston's heating up.
Fordham's got to figure out a big play here to kind of cut down into Houston's lead. They can't let Houston get into a big rhythm.
Gray off the mark. They're settling for shots that maybe they shouldn't be. Now Pons to Vanover. 2-ball, Vanover got it again. And Houston leads by double digits for the first time tonight. And here's that timeout that we've been waiting for all game. Fordham calls it first.
You know, this is what we kind of talked about with the big seeded teams. You know, they like to keep those underseeded teams in the game in the first half, but then they come lights out in the second half.
Well, typically, majority of these teams have somewhat of a lengthy break between, their last conference tournament game, wherever that is within, their conference, so to say, and how far they make it. There's quite a big gap between there and their first March Madness game. So it's all about shaking off the in-game rust. Houston has seemingly done that. But can Fordham counter? Let's see. Richardson gets it to Patrick Kelly. Richardson over to Kelly. Corner three.
And that's huge. They need that every time to get back into this game.
Ivill. Oh, Patrick Kelly caught reaching in.
If you look at these highlights from Houston, they love it to pass it to the big man. They also love to pass it into the paint. That's why they're so good with the scoring.
They spread the love, and they don't shy away from the mid-range shot at all. Ivill gets the inbound, feeds it. Percy, I think his foot was over the line, doesn't matter. Vanover gets the board and puts it in. Man, how do you guard 7'5"?
I mean, if it comes down to a Houston and Florida matchup, if that's even possible, man, that's going to be an ultimate showdown.
Only way that possibly happens is in the Final Four. Richardson off the mark. Oh, somehow Fordham got the rebound. Elijah Gray surprising me right there. Looked like Vanover was about to snatch that one again. And dominant on the boards. Percy, 2-ball off the mark, and Dean rebounds it. Look at this. Franklin wants to dive in. He's almost out of bounds. I think he stepped out of bounds. Refs didn't see it, and he missed the 2. Percy beats it. Pons wide open from 3, but somehow misses the shot. I'm surprised.
Yeah, we're kind of back into that little situation that we had nearing the end of the first half. Both teams kind of went cold with their shot selection, but that's a big 2 for Fordham.
Will Richardson fully contested hit that, yet Marcus Pons left butt naked wide open, couldn't hit that. What a block!
Got sent right back to China. And block contest.
It's a block party here in Providence, Rhode Island. Ivill. Now with it, Houston's just going to slow things down. That got that one real fast right there for a split second. The senior looking for somebody here. Spent his first year of college at Florida State, then transferred to UCLA, has been with Houston the last 3 seasons. Look at the shot clock winding down. He's going to take an and one opportunity coming. Please. 3-point play achieved. Houston looked lost in that last possession, but somehow turned lemons into lemonade. Look at this. Look at this pressure right here. Oh, what a pass.
Wide open three, and they're not going to take it, but gets the foul.
On Vanover, though. It's important.
That's what, his third?
I think so. He'll come out of the game for Atticus Wolf. Once again, bringing the size down a bit. Fordham had a hard time managing Vanover. Got a couple lucky rebounds, over him, under him, whatever. But now it's a much more manageable situation here for the Rams. Richardson gets both free throws there. We're down to 8 minutes of action to determine a winner here. Houston leads by 7. But Fordham is still playing well. What a shot. Oh, that almost went in for Gervonta Percy.
This quarter, Fordham needs to take advantage and get a good shot to go in.
Rolls around. Count that baby in a foul, Will Richardson.
That's what I need. Fordham is not going away. They are drawing every foul, every contact that they can to make sure that they stay in this game.
What a player. 18 points on behalf of the Fordham Rams. Will Richardson going off. 4-point lead only for Houston. Hans wants to dive in. Settles for a 2-ball. Got it.
And what a great shot. I mean, he was getting all the pressure, he was getting all the contact, and he was still able to get that ball to go in.
Richardson, Dean, corner 3. Oh, that was almost in. So good look.
I needed that shot.
It was a good look. It's a shame it didn't go in. Pavel feeds it. Akbar bounces it. Percy trying to drive in. Little 2-ball off the mark. Patrick Kelly. This Fordham Rams team open to surge. Dumps it off to Gray. Look at this. Richardson off the action and misses the 2. Pons rifles it. Atticus Wolf in rhythm gets the deuce.
Fordham's got to stay active on the shooting. They got to get better shot selection to make sure that they stay in this game.
Oh, beautiful 2-ball by Romeo Dean. Pons Jr., the son of Rutgers head coach Marcus Pons. Will feed in. Atticus will fade away too. What a shot right there by the sophomore. Franklin. For Richardson. Back to Dean. He takes another 2, that time off the mark. Houston moving quick. Here's Pavel. Trying to get set. Will they find it's Akbar. Akbar 2-ball goes. Gee, that looked a little weird.
Now they got a comfortable 10-point lead. Fordham just got to get something going.
Romeo Dean doubled. Franklin gets the 2-ball to go. Rams are playing tough. Oh, corner 3. Percy. Franklin and the Rams now all of a sudden hit with a shock. Oh, they almost lost it. And they're gonna recoup here. Richardson 3-ball. Oh, off the mark. So close.
And the question is, where did it all go? Still a little bit of time left, but it's not going well for Fordham right now.
Atticus Wolf misses the 2-ball. I think that's his first miss off the bench. Or second, one of those two. Now Patrick Kelly. This Rams offense got to get moving. Franklin settles for a 2-ball. Ah, spun out on him. Not the best look right there that he could have got. And Faisal once again taking control of this offense. Ellie trying to defend him. Pond swings it in. Akbar loads up the 2, and he doesn't miss. Still an opportunity here for Fordham, but with every single miss, they are decreasing their chances, especially from when you have that wide open of a look. Wolf 2-pointer off the mark, rebounded by Dean. Wayne Franklin should have hit nothing but net on that one. A shame. Richardson goes across, and foul drawn on Wolf.
Yeah, that's Fordham's biggest problem. You know, they get the wide open shot, they just don't take it, and I don't know why they don't. Oh.
Sometimes they're just too hesitant. And in a setting like this in March Madness, hesitancy will kill you. Will Richardson. Been stellar for Fordham all day long, continuing that. Who's the depressed guy? Again, they're calling you depressed.
Well, I ain't no depressed. I am a tired man trying to stay quiet so my dad doesn't yell at me for screaming.
There you go. There you go, be led. Elijah Gray misses the 2-ball.
Oh, excuse me. Ooh, big deal. Ooh.
Oh, what a feed!
River.
Man over. That might be the freest slam that he'll get tonight. And Fordham calls a timeout. I saw Pons' 12 assists. What a guy. But man, 15-point lead with less than 3 minutes to go. Fordham is running out of opportunities. Give credit where credit is due. Fordham has played Houston tough. This is a Houston team that is high-powered offensively. Sometimes you just don't have enough. No shame in that. They played him very well.
Yeah, you know, they started off really well. They started off hot, you know. They were able to keep Houston in a close game, you know, tying it up every time. But they just kind of fell apart in the second half, and it was just Houston all game.
Oh, corner 3, Will Richardson. Fordham not backing down. Pons Jr., Council Sr. Turnaround shot by Sakura misses. Fordham's got to move quickly. Here's Richardson. Every single movement must be with a purpose. Franklin sets the screen for Richardson. Bounces off Council. Backs up. They're wasting a lot of time here. They got to do something. Screen set.
Try to fix the screen here. It's a little pixel.
Oh, sorry. Will Richardson misses the layup inside. Next stoppage of play, I'll fix it.
Dang.
Man over 2-ball. Oh, spun out on him. And, oh no, Dean commits an illegal screen. Jeez. At that point in the game, that is the last thing you'd want to do.
It's just absolutely unfortunate, you know. You try to come into this game, you try to make every basket, and then you just come up with a stupid foul near the end of the game, and that's just not what you want in this game.
The Houston student section is confident that they have done enough to secure this one. Vanover 2-ball misses. 90 seconds, little less than that left. Kelly and the Rams got to move, and they turn it over. I think that's it. Percy. Now, Paz Jr. in the corner. Corner 3. That's all she wrote, I think.
I mean, there's not a lot left that Fordham can do, and yeah, it's basically over. Slam. Oh my goodness.
Well, that missed layup is tragic, but it's not going to do a thing. Good slam by Kelly, but 50 seconds left to overcome a 13-point deficit, and you got a foul. Your chances are very, very low.
I mean, could we talk about a second? You missed a wide open layup. I mean, should you even be on this team at this point?
Okay, come on. Literally a to tuck this thing into bed. Let's not.
I mean, seriously, you're gonna be on. Come on, man, you're gonna be on top 10 ESPN worst player moment. I mean, good lord.
I feel like it's only the case if you lose a game. Another missed 3 by Fordham, and that is it. Shot clock is off, and Houston's gonna dribble this one out. Tightly contested for the most part. This Fordham team proved to be Ram tough, but not tough enough to upset this Houston team. They're off to the round of 32.
You know, it was a good start for Fordham in the first half. And, you know, once you get that opportunity in a wide open shot, you gotta take it. You know, they just did not do that, and then it came to the miss open layups, you know, the costly fouls. It's just Houston was just too much, and now Houston's on into the round of 32, and they'll either meet Ole Miss or Oklahoma State in the round of 32.
As they say, survive and advance. It's not about how you win. It's just about getting the dang win. And Houston did that. There we go. So, with Houston being through, they now await their next opponent. How about this? They will find out who it'll be very soon. As 10-seed Ole Miss versus 7-seed Oklahoma State is the very next game. So, folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back for this one. I expect a fun contest here between these two.